Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. Our top story, well, a major escalation in the Red Sea. Maritime tensions have been on the rise as far as Red Sea is concerned. And well, on Sunday, 4 Houthi boats attacked US Navy choppers among other merchant Navy ships, and the US Navy retaliated and in fact brought down and made 3 Houthi boats sink. So that was a crucial development there. In fact, an immediate signal was also sent to the Coast Guard. This as India is also stepping up its Navy surveillance and efforts at the Red Sea, because remember, 2 India-bound ships were attacked earlier this month. In fact, well, what India is also looking at is to deploy resources at key locations to make sure that India is well prepared, because these vessels represent our, huge proportions of our energy and oil needs. Kadambini Sharma has more details.
Situation in the Red Sea is escalating every day. In the recent attack, a container ship, Maersk Hangzhou, which was in the southern Red Sea, was attacked in an apparent bid to hijack the ship. 4 small boats surrounded the ship, and the crew fired upon the vessel, and they also tried to board the ship. But the security which was on the ship, they also returned the fire. Meanwhile, the ship sent out a distress signal which was received by US warships in the area. They dispatched helicopters to safeguard the ship. When the verbal call was given by these helicopters to the crew of small boats to back off, they did not listen to it but fired on the US Navy helicopters. In the return fire, the crew of 3 boats were killed and 3 boats were sunk. 1 boat managed to escape. Now, the same ship had sent out a distress signal few hours back. It was hit by anti-ship ballistic missile. It had sent out a distress signal which was again responded to by US warships, and it had intercepted 2 other ballistic missiles in the area. And US has launched Operation Prosperity Guardian to safeguard the ships in the area, but the attacks continue every day. Now, this was at least 24th attack in this same area since it started on November 19th, when Galaxy Leader, again another container ship, was hijacked by Houthi rebels. In the meanwhile, the UK foreign minister has talked to his counterpart in Iran, and he has also said that this cannot go on and this needs to stop. But Houthi rebels are continuously attacking ships in the area, and several countries have stepped up their patrols in the area, including India. In New Delhi, Kadambini Sharma for NDTV.
And well, it's been an incredible year for ISRO, and the Indian Space Agency will ring in the new year with a unique and rare launch as it gears up to launch India's first space-based astronomy observatory to study black holes and neutron stars. Well, it's a bit to understand the end-of-life stars and why do they still shine after their deaths. Well, yes, stars also die, and our own sun is also expected to die after 5 billion years. Pallav Bagla has more details.
The Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, is getting ready for the launch of the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, which will send the ExpoSat, or the satellite which will study black holes and neutron stars, into space. This will be the 60th launch of the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. The ExpoSat satellite has been made by Indian scientists, and these satellites will specially study black holes, neutron stars, and what happens towards the end of life of stars. There is only one other satellite of this very unique kind which was sent in 2021 by NASA of America. So it will be India's satellite which will be very unique and will give back information which scientists want to understand the end of life of the universe and end of life of stars. Alongside, on this 60th mission of the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, the Indian Space Research Organization is also conducting a very unique experiment on the 4th stage of the rocket. Usually, after the 4th stage has performed its job by launching the satellite in space, it then converts into space debris, and in a few months it falls back onto Earth and gets burnt up. But this time, the Indian Space Research Organization is using the fourth stage of the rocket to conduct experiments in space. The fourth stage, when it is used like this, is called POEM. And this POEM will carry 10 different experiments, some of them from Indian startups and some of them from the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center in Trivandrum. This Sri S. Somanath, chairman of ISRO, told me was ISRO in a way converting waste to wealth. So the fourth stage, which would usually get exhausted in space and get burnt up, is going to be kept alive, and then experiments will be conducted using that platform. One such experiment being done is being sent up by the university, which has a women's-led university and a women's satellite, which has been made by students and educationists from the university in Thiruvananthapuram. This women-led initiative is very unique and will study climate change and ultraviolet radiation using the POEM platform. The other experiments which are going to be conducted on the POEM are use of green propellants, which is going to be done by Bellatrix Aerospace Private Limited, and India's startup from Hyderabad, Dhruva Space Limited, is also going to be conducting some experiments on microsatellites. So the world is looking forward to the launch of the XPOSat using the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, and all eyes are also on this unique POEM experiment which India is conducting. In a way, the use of the fourth stage as an experimental platform is really waste to wealth and is really a low-cost Skylab or a low-cost non-human space station which the Indian Space Research Organization is doing. So the XPOSat would explore the universe, and the POEM will write new experiments as it goes up into space. India is looking forward to another successful launch by the Indian Space Research Organization. In New Delhi, Pallav Bagla for NDTV.
So, well, what a truly remarkable year it has been for India's space odyssey. But moving now to what's become a huge political flashpoint, and in the latest twist to the Aam Aadmi Party versus the BJP face-off of the centre rejecting the state's Republic Day representation, a defiant Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann has refused the centre's offer to display the state tableau during the Bharat Parv. Now, this is the Republic Day tableau that we're talking about. The Punjab Chief Minister said we'll not include the tableau of our martyrs in the rejected category. Now, the BJP, of course, says that the tableau was rejected because the Aam Aadmi Party tried to promote the party and its leaders through the tableau, and that is not right. Well, Bhagwant Mann said, prove the publicity charge and I will quit politics.
अगर उस झांकी के अंदर ये जो रिजेक्ट की गई है झांकी पंजाब की, जिसको भगवंत मान जी कल बढ़ चढ़ के आग बना देने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, वो इनकी तस्वीरों की वजह से की गई है। क्योंकि मैंने जब सारी बात को जांच की तो खुदा पहाड़ नीचे से निकला क्या, उसमें से दो तस्वीरें निकली, भगवंत मान जी की और केजरीवाल साहब की। मसला ये था कि वो उस झांकी के ऊपर अपना फोटो या अपना बुत लगाना चाह रहे थे, जिसको कि केंद्र सरकार की जो सेरेमोनियल यूनिट है, प्रोसीजर जिसके तहत है, क्योंकि ये जो झांकी है ये प्रदेश की गरिमा, प्रदेश के इतिहास और पंजाब के गौरव में इतिहास, कुर्बानी और गुरु साहिबान का जो सरबद्दा भला, यूनिवर्सल ब्रदरहुड का मैसेज है, उसको प्रकट करने के लिए, देश की तरक्की को दिखाने के लिए, ना कि एक सेल्फ एग्रेंडोजमेंट की कोई एक प्लेटफॉर्म है।
जाखड़ साहब ये दस देन, मैंने सबूत दे देन जाखड़ साहब के अरविंद केजरीवाल जी भगवंत मान दी झाकी च फोटो, असी सानू पागल समझ रखे असल च ना। जाखड़ साहब नवे नवे बीजेपी च गए, हजे उन्होंने प्रॉपर झूठ बोलना नहीं आता। कल जो बोल रहे सी ना ਬੁੱਲ ਕਮਰੇ ਸੀ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਸਿੱਖ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ। ਉੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਕ੍ਰਿਪਟ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, ਬੋਲ ਦੋ ਜਾ ਕੇ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਖੜ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਰੀ ਹਮਦਰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਾਖੜ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਕੰਮ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ 15 ਅਗਸਤ 26 ਜਨਵਰੀ ਝਾਕੀ 'ਚ ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਭਗਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਬਰਾਬਰ ਫੋਟੋ ਲਾ ਲੇ? ਮੇਰੀ ਔਕਾਤ ਹੈ ਇੰਨੀ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਬਤ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ, ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਛੱਡ ਦੂੰਗਾ।
So, well, the replay of a similar kind of politics over Republic Day. But moving now to the other big political headline, well, 5 days after the formation of the new Council of Ministers, the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, the 2 deputies and other ministers were finally allotted portfolios, and well, it seems to be a careful balance of the caste arithmetic yet again. Here's a report by Anurag Dwari.
For the first time in 30 years, Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh kept Home Department. Dr. Mohan Yadav kept 9 departments with him, including key departments like Home, General Administration, Jail, Aviation, Mineral Resources, among others. These 7 faces, including the Chief Minister, control the major departments in the government. Ex-BJP National General Secretary Kailash Vijayvargiya got Urban Development and Housing. Ex-Union Minister Prahlad Singh Patel has become a minister in MP for the first time, got Panchayat and Rural Development besides Labour Ministry.
नया मंत्रिमंडल जनता की सेवा का नया संकल्प लेगा। 28 ही मंत्रियों को अलग अलग विभागों की जवाबदारी दी गई है। 2 उप मुख्यमंत्री वो पहले से हमारे बीच में थे, सबको काम का विभाजन कर दिया गया है और उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये आने वाले 5 साल बहुत डट के काम करेंगे और प्रदेश को नई ऊंचाइयों तक ले जाएंगे।
मुझे लगता है कि राज्य के एक वो यूनिट जो ग्राम पंचायत से शुरू होता है और हमारे सर्वांगीण विकास में जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण कड़ी है वो ग्रामीण विकास ही है, मुझे काम करने का मौका मिलेगा। दूसरा, श्रम मंत्रालय में मैंने असंगठित क्षेत्र के मजदूरों में 4 साल काम किया है राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर।
OBCs dominated the new Council of Ministers headed by the OBC CM Dr. Mohan Yadav. Out of the 28 new ministers sworn in on Monday, 12, that means 43%, hailed from OBC caste. Importantly, MP has around 52% OBC population, followed by 21% tribal and 16% scheduled caste population. It is clear from the portfolio allocation that there is no one who could be termed as number 2 in Dr. Mohan Yadav's cabinet. He has also done a balancing act by giving some important portfolios to senior and experienced members, and while doing so, he kept in mind the caste and regional balance. In Bhopal, with camera person Raju Batham, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
So, well, a clear stamp of the High Command and Amit Shah and Prime Minister Modi on the formation of the new cabinet in all the 3 states, in fact. But moving now to our big focus, well, the new temple town that is on the rise. We are all gearing up for the big inauguration of the Ram Temple in January. And well, the Prime Minister inaugurated on Saturday the new international airport and also a revamped railway station. And the first flight landed on Saturday, but advanced flight bookings have already started, and it's quite crazy when it comes to the costs that they've already reached. Tanish Punjabi gives us details of all these flights. Take a look.
The Maharshi Valmiki International Airport of Ayodhya saw its first flight from Delhi land at the airport on Saturday, the day the airport was inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi. Inauguration of the Ram Temple is being touted as one of the big calendar events for the BJP leading up to the 2024 elections. And for the religious tourism around the temple to be a success, connectivity boost is a must. Operations begin at the international airport from 6th of January. As per online booking sites, Indigo's direct flight to Ayodhya will fly every day from 10th of January, and Air India Express will start its daily flight from Delhi from 16th of January. From 15th of January, people of Mumbai would be able to fly daily to Ayodhya via Indigo. Not just Delhi and Mumbai, flights from Kolkata, Ahmedabad and Bengaluru will also have direct connectivity soon. With first flight from 11th Jan, Indigo will be connecting Ahmedabad and Ayodhya tri-weekly from 16th of January. Similarly, from 17th Jan, Air India Express will be operating tri-weekly flights from Bengaluru and Kolkata. The prices of the flights currently are ranging from Rs 3.5 thousand to Rs 8,000, and is expected to increase as the date of the Pran Pratishtha ceremony nears. NDTV Bureau Report.
So, well, all eyes on that big inauguration. We'll take a short break now. News continues on the other side.